Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pokémon TeamLocke playthrough. On the last live stream that we did, we tackled the start of the game to the first gym leader and beat them. To remind everybody watching then, the idea behind the TeamLocke is I have a set team. Those 6 Pokemon that I set at the start are the only Pokemon I can use for the entire game. And as part of the Nuzlocke challenge bit, I can only catch those Pokemon, and if they die, they're dead for good. I'm going to try my absolute very best in order to complete the challenge, of course. See how we go. Stream notable events were, we started off the game. We picked Chimchar as a starter, of course. The team that we're going for is going to, hopefully by the end of the stream, have broadened out a little more, or at least a small bit more. It won't be gigantic, but it will be notable. And I might even just train instead of. Might train up instead of going and going ahead immediately to the gym, actually, because there's a very important bit of the team that we have, right? The next Pokemon we probably might be able to catch in the stream. Well, definitely will be able to for one of them, which is Weasel. Weasel, to have a Floatzel, which will cover all of our water HMs, and I'm planning on picking up Rain Dance and Ice Fan on it as it goes. The next one that we won't be able to pick up today, I think, I figure out where in the emulator it saves what day it is, day of the week, because it needs to be a Friday in order for driftloon to show up, because we're going to have a driftloon as our fly user. And for a small bit, our cut user as well. Beyond that, then the next Pokemon we can pick up after that is Meditite. So we're going to have Medicham on the team, and it's going to be very good. I've tried, of course, intentionally to not cover the same old, that meme where it's all the Sinnoh teams are the same. I've tried to actually intentionally go out and pick some abnormal ones, because I want to see how it plays with it. And on top of that, I'm making it a harder challenge, because we're going to have a couple of rough bits here and there. So, without any further ado, let's get going. We beat the gym leader last time. Wasn't much of a bother. The only thing that could be said to have been a bother at all, as part of the last stream, would have been, we died in the very first fight in the game. But since the stream, I have looked up a little bit, and it seems to be a common enough opinion that if you die in the very first trainer battle and you don't have Pokeballs and you don't even have any chance to gain any experience before that, you can just kind of ignore that death and keep going until the point where you can accurately say there was nothing you could do to prepare for that. And so that's kind of what I'm going with. So let's go. Todd. Oops, Cuz, you got the gym badge, huh? Eterna City is the next place with the gym that gives away badges, right? So yeah, I went to Route 207, but you can't go there without a bicycle. And my team battle and toughen them up, so it wasn't a waste. So I'm going back to Jubilife. Next up, the Eterna City gym badge. 10 seconds before I dash. 9. Who's got time to count? Yum. Very fast. Great that they mentioned that though. I haven't actually gone up there yet. I want to go because there are items. There we go. There's that item up there that I want to grab before. In case you missed the last stream, or if you're checking the box. Currently, we've got Scorch as our main person, and we managed to wreck shop through the rock type gym, one hit KOing pretty much everything, bar I think the Onyx, and Mach Punch it's great. It was great to evolve. I've done the single team like groups before, and yeah, I typically go with Infernape because leveling up, getting the Mach Punch, and blasting through is very reliable. Even though the other two starters are generally probably type-wise better, not having to level them up as much to get through it. Tackling the next gym on, like you'd kind of be required to pick up a flying type, I suppose, to go against the grass ones. At that point, and putting it all on one Pokemon, you know, we are going to be picking up a flying type anyways, but that's besides the point. We're picking it up to later use it, mostly for fly stuff, and then far down the line, the ghost type will be 4 number. But yeah, there's things and stuff so far. My day has gone generally well. And stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, because you're practice side. Yes. So to go over very quickly again, just let's say this reiteration. I am playing on emulator. I do own the game. It's just I don't have the capture stuff, and also like it's just more accessible for streaming, I suppose. So yeah, but I do own the game, so. Yes. We will probably this stream. Oh, it's Looker. Tell me, have you not obtained a Palpad? It's not a pal. Is not a Palpad free to anyone visiting the Poké Center's basement? Anyway, there appears to be no one shady in this Jubilee city. Therefore, I should take my investigation as my friend. I should be very vigilant and shady grown-ups. God love Looker. Looker, unironically, has such a really cool bit of, it's not DLC, but it's like extra content in Pokemon X and Y. There's a whole sort of side story bit there that is very good. And it goes like it does well with detective stuff. Keep going. Understood. Cool. We won't be using this feature at all because we're playing into it. But again, yeah, very very cool side quest. Like, I absolutely love it at the end of that bit. That's probably one of the best bits of the end game X and Y. Bar, like, I did enjoy in X and Y doing. It was the first one I started getting into competitive stuff with. I never did any like the mansion things with the there was a battle mansion that they had, I think, and there was a frontier stuff, and I think I tried to do stuff with the frontier, but I was mostly like starting to get into competitive. I got lucky with a couple of wonder trades and got some really really nice stuff, so I was like, why not? Here we go. Oh, what's going on here? Now, Professor Rowan, you must comply. Hand over all your research findings for free, naturally. Failure to comply will result in a painful time for your assistant. Well, how is the Pokédex progressing? That's Urbro City's gym badge, I see. But hadn't I given you your first Pokemon only recently? Perhaps being a trainer is like second nature to you. Oh, Professor of Pokemon, must you be so difficult? We're speaking to you on business, because this is work for us. What we're saying is, we demand you comply with our demands. Quite true lot. Why must you be such a nuisance? Let me list some lessons you still need to learn. 1. Don't loiter about for no good reason. 2. Don't interrupt others while they are attempting to converse. 3. If you don't get in your way, don't raise your voice. If you don't get your way, don't raise your voice to be intimidating. Don't think you're a grown-up. you've grown up strong just because you're in a group. 5. What is with those outlandish outfits you have on? My goodness, you call yourselves adults? You kids don't grow up to be like these sorry specimens. E. You had to make this personal. You forced your hand into making a show of force. It'll make you regret insulting Team Galactic. You kids, give these thugs a lesson in civility, please. Okay. I believe this is going to be the run's first double battle. And I'm hoping I can Mach Punch something and then... Okay, I can Mach Punch the Glameow. I think Stunky's a dark type, so we should also be great on that. Oh, we are over a level. We should be fine, especially in this fight. Glameow should die in one hit from that, and we can Mach Punch the Stunky. Very nice. Lovely stuff. Okay. That one wasn't difficult, but when the later battles come along, ooh, decisions have to be made. Yeah, that's the weird. Is Stunky just a pure poison type before they become Skuntank or Stuntank? Because oh, that's a critical hit. Nice. Yeah, I think they might be just pure poison or poison normal. But I know that Stuntank is poison dark. I looked it up today. Figure it was that. You leave us no option. We retreat for now. Do so because Team Galactic is benevolent to all. Yes, for a year. That lot, they call themselves Team Galactic. When Pokemon evolve, they seem to release some type of energy. However, I believe it's a mystic power far beyond our control, but Team Galactic seems to be studying that power's potential. They want to know if it can be used as energy for something. Gods, do you know about this? The professor studies Pokemon the evolution of Pokemon. 90% of all Pokemon are tied to evolution. Maybe the reason those goons try to take the professor's research data. They're not allowed to do that. It's all over, so you can relax now. Still, thanks to you two, nothing came of that situation. I appreciate that. Sincerely, Claus, kudos to you for your battling skill. I'll be thinking, why don't you collect all the gym badges of Sinnoh? Doing so will show you encounter lots of Pokemon. That of course means you fill up your Pokédex pages. In other words, it'll be a great help to my research. That said, I've given you your first Pokemon, the Pokédex as yours to keep. You're free to do with them as you wish. Take care now. Cool. Oh, dude. Truly excellent. Beg your pardon. Like you have something for me, because it's Matthew Patton. They got the fashion case. We may do some fashion stuff for the fun of it later on. We'll see. A whole lot of different accessories, which will be cool. Oh, prize giveaways? I don't think there'll probably be anything actually worthwhile. So, let's to the side. Yes. Here we go. Good stuff. But yeah, the next area coming up, there'll be a couple of fights here, what I want to do first, yes, I found this out last stream. What I want to do first is pick up our next Pokemon, which I think we should be able to do in the grass coming up. Not in the next area, but in the one following that, at Valley Windworks. Is there items? Yes, there is items. I knew there was something here. I can't quite remember if I properly explored through the water over here. But sure, once we're all set up with a bit of a tankier team and a safer team, we've got people that we can actually swap into and out from and actually get surf later on. I think maybe when we've got a full team, which will be a while, we might go back, explore a couple of areas, mostly to see if we can pick up items and stuff. There's a few bits I want to see if I can find as hold items. I want to see where I want to see, because I'm not going to be keeping Quick Claw on Scorch. I'm probably going to be keeping. I'm going to put. There's two options I think I have. I'm going to pick up the Expert bag or the Expert belt when I can. and the expert belt essentially makes super effective moves do more. What I'm planning on using the expert belt for is, I mean, I don't know how much more it makes it do. I'm going to quickly just use my phone to Google that up, just to see exactly how much stronger expert belt makes super effective moves. Because if it's very significant, then what I'm going to do is grab that item when I can and put it for very. I'm gonna put it on certain Pokemon for very particular gyms and for very particular Elite Four members. My plan, my only plan at the moment for the Psychic type Elite Four member is Driftloon, Expert Belt, Ominous Wind, and spam Ominous Wind. I think, even though it's not like the most massive attack, I'm hoping somebody doesn't have Shadow Ball, and I'm hoping that someone doesn't have Shadow Ball, and I am hoping that Ominous Wind procs some stats a few times. I think, yeah. I think that's a good plan. I am for the fight. I am gonna still keep like the moveset for Driftloon for that fight, and like what I want to have when I'm being serious with Driftloon, because Driftloon is gonna have Cut for a while. But as soon as I can get rid of Cut, I'm gonna replace Cut with Baton Pass. Then we're gonna have Fly, Baton Pass, Ominous Wind, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball for consistent damage, Ominous Wind for the 10% chance of getting all your stats buffed, Baton Pass for if I get low on health while I'm doing that battle. I can hopefully outspeed and Baton Pass out into somebody tanky, and maybe pass on some stats if I can. But in general, oh, I better kill this in one shot. Sure. Yeah, I'm 9 levels higher. Of course I will. Okay, let me check. Pokémon Expert Belt. That's not it. Belt. Here we go. Straightens the type. It was introduced in Generation 4. Yeah, I wasn't 100% certain on that, but it makes sense. How much does it do it for? I'm looking at Bulbapedia and it doesn't seem like it wants to tell me exactly. Core Series games, right. Ooh, 20%. That's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. I don't know if there's anything that's better. These are the trees for Cut, by the way. We'll probably come back there. Oh god. Okay. I didn't realize, when thinking about my team, I didn't consider that we're going to have to fight a couple of double battles with just Inferno. We probably won't have to do that so severely, but oof. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to make a save state. Just in case. We probably won't wipe out, because we're 20 levels higher than stuff, but let's... Oh, okay. I didn't realize... Okay. Let's go sidestep them for now, and come back and fight them once we've trained up Weasel a little bit. Bullet Seed is not bad, actually. I don't know, we might keep that for Leafeon, who we're going to pick up eventually. Floraroma Town. The Diamond... I think it's... So one thing that's in the Diamond and Pearl remix, in this little flower patch here, there's those two people who are standing there who just... Like, if you've played Let's Go, if you've played Arceus, I think it is, or maybe it's a different one, I'm not sure. If you've played them, you just get to pick up Mew and Celebi here, and it's like, I don't know. There's a lot that Diamond and Pearl makes. I won't talk about that again. I will not. I refuse. Honey is lovely. Honey's very lovely. This is Floraroma Town. We don't really have to go. Let's register the Pokemon Center. just as a spot. Because when you black out, you show up at the last Pokemon Center you went to, and it's always less of a hassle, just in case. Had some flowers. Oh, where is the... I believe it's here. Right. Hello, would you like to exchange your berries for some accessories? I don't have berries. I also don't want your accessories. Who is it? This person? Planting one of the more berries in the world. Hope to spread my berries everywhere. Yay, chesto berries might actually be useful. I'm still not set on if I want to use chesto resto or not. We might do that on Mammothwine and try and like I don't know. It depends. If we get Snowcloak Mammothwine, then it might be worth doing a Hail Chesto Resto Blizzard. There's a couple of like spots I can see that. There's a spray duck. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So interesting thing. I like how they do it in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where they allow you to Cherry berry is paralysis, I think. I like how they do it in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where they do allow you to plant. You've got this little pot. You know, there's a very cool mechanic. You've got this little pot that you can put berries into, and as you walk around and stuff, they grow. And one day, someone expressed thanks for the blessings of nature, and the whole hill burst into bloom. That is related to one of the legendaries in this game, which I don't know if I can actually get a. It's cute how Pokemon pluck berries. Oh yes, give me pluck. We probably won't use it, but I'd rather have it than not have it. You know. Pluck allows you to take and eat an opponent's berry if they're holding a berry, so it is very cool indeed. Team Galactic there. We'll go talk to them later. They just tell you to show off. Pokemon appear only if they're attracted by sweet scent of honey. You can smell honey from very far away. I had considered, of course, for this run, using Vespiquen. Actually, let me check my bag. How many berries of stuff do we actually have? I only have one chesto berry. I want to pick up some more. So what I'll remember it better if I go over here. And there's another berry patch. Yeah. There's another berry patch here that we can pick up. Chesto berry. Oh yeah, we got 2 chesto berries now. So we can just put them both here and do lovely stuff. Lovely soil, I want to plant a berry. Chesto berry. And then suffering soil, plant a berry. Yeah, so we want to plant these berries now and come back to them later. Let's bring in some water. Make sure they're all watered. Perfectly fine. There, all happy. Lovely. So they're now watered there, and I think what I'm going to do is do a normal save, and that so instead of like save stating and stuff for when I come back, I have to remember to just load up the save instead, and I probably might just sit myself here at a time, just to make sure that like it tracks progression of time since you last played, and I think that's how berries grow. I think. If not, it might be steps, in which case we'll get it eventually. Oh, what are you up to? Help, trainer! Please, I want to see my papa. My papa and I lived at the Valley Windworks. Then a whole bunch of people dressed like spacemen came. They kicked me out, and I'm making my papa do something. Please, trainer, I miss my papa. So you cannot head upwards there. We have this potion, and this is the Valley Windworks. It's its own very special area, I believe. Did it show the... Yes, so 205 Valley Windworks. Don't you dare go into the Valley Windworks. In order to keep everyone out if they're not part of Team Galactic. You can be like the next thing. You're going to try and get in, battle me first. and we Mach Punch you. And yeah, you can see kind of a like. I knew that like Chimchar would be a good choice, like because of previous experience. But looking at it tactically, the fact that the grunts have a lot of stuff that's like weak to fighting is nice. I'm owned by some kid, but you can do anything if I lock myself in the works key. That's right. The other works key is not here. The flower patch have the other one. In that sense, I'm no longer a loser. Kerchunk. It's locked on the inside. So we want to probably pause and see, because I think in this patch of grass you can catch Weasel. I think. I may be wrong, because I know Pacharitsu's here. Lovely. One thing I didn't take account for is how are we going to catch this thing? That's not something I paid attention to in my leveling of Infernape. We can't really safely damage this thing, can we? I think my weakest thing is like Rock Smash, and that's the same damage as Mach Punch. Unless we Flame Wheel. Because it resists. That might live. Nope, we're just that strong. But now we know that we can get Weasel there, so that's good. I don't think we can get Quick Balls yet. I don't think we can get Great Balls yet. I have a couple of Pokeballs and Thunder Balls already, but I want to check just in case. Can we get Great Balls? Good. Okay, just double check the chat there. Hello if you are watching. Why did I go in here for Pokeballs? No. So, in case there is somebody watching there and staying silent, you're more than entitled to just stay silent and lurk. This is a team lock. Essentially, I have set my team, the team I'm going to use out from the get-go. Okay, no, I can't buy any Great Balls. I've set my team that I'm going to use out from the get-go, from the beginning. And I have to play through the entire game only using those 6 Pokemon. And it's a Nuzlocke format, so if any of them die, they're dead for good. However, because it's Nuzlocke format, and because it's team lock, specifically, I can attempt captures multiple times. Until I get like the one, essentially, like, that I have to use. Then I can't like just, if it dies, I capture it again. That's not how it works. So let's go ahead. I have a Dusk Ball. I don't know where I picked up the Dusk Ball, but that is very useful. Do I want to use it now, or do I want to use it on Meditite? Let's save it. Let's save it for now. Pokeball, go. Two, three. Perfect. First try. No worries at all. Excellent. Okay, good stuff. Seal Weasel spins 2 tails like a screw to propel itself through water. Tails also slice. Clinging seaweed. Yes, Nuzlocke rules. We must give a nickname. Let us see. Female Weasel. Let us see. You know what? This seems good. Sploosh. Sploosh. Welcome to the team, Sploosh. Let's have a look and check your stats. In naive nature. Okay, so clearly, unless naive is another neutral one, I have to look up what some of the different natures and stuff do. Just to be absolutely certain as to what typing system. Lovely. let's Google again. I'm just gonna look up the natures of both Pokemon that we've got. Right, quirky and naive. So we'll start off with quirky. Quirky nature Pokemon, no effect. Cool. And naive, is it still also neutral? Oh! Okay. This is interesting. So it doesn't show there, right? It actually doesn't show where I thought it did. I thought it showed like highlighted red while it ups and blue while it downs. Naive increases speed and reduces special defense. This is kind of good. Special defense down is kind of bad, but the up speed is nice. It will allow us to outspeed a bunch of things, which is part of what Sploosh is going to be doing. Oh, and you have a water gun. Very, very nice as well. Let's go. Immediately go train. We're going to come back here in a bit. I saved a couple of trainers in the mines. Specifically for this. In fact, let's do the cool technique of swapping them out. We'll do it this way. And oh, the cave might not be a bad spot to just do either, but we probably do want to make certain that we can take them, like take the Pokemon that we go up against down. See how long. Okay, we've been streaming half an hour. Just double checking and making sure. Yeah, caves aren't going to be bad for training Weasel. The level that it evolves at. Let's see, generation 4 decks, please. Oh, no. Okay, generation 4 decks, just to make sure that we've got the right thing. 26. That's not bad. We could even get that before the next gym if we really wanted to. I'm not sure. Like, the only real good spot to train Weasel, in order to do that, to get Weasel up that high, to get Sploosh up that high. Start referring to her as that name. Let's see how strong you are, Sploosh. Water gun. And of course, we probably will keep quick attack for a little bit. We actually won't be getting. Oh. Confusion. Come on, Sploosh. Yes. Good on ya. Good girl. But yeah, we probably will be using a actual for a good while. We'll be using a just standard moveset for Sploosh. But we only get the big attacking move I want to have on Sploosh by the time we get around to using her more, like big stuff, is gonna be Ice Fang. But that's a remember only move. That is a remember only move. So I'm gonna have to be careful with that. I might change the position of what moves around a little bit as well. Just see about them. Okay. Summary. There we go. And pop you there, pop you there. You can tell because the little box underneath the typing move where it's located. In fact, let's move to you. I wanted to have that one there, this one here, this one top left, and we will eventually replace. Oh god, what's my moveset gonna be? Oh no, we replace Flame Wheel with Flare Blitz when we get it, and replace Fury Swipes with Close Combat when we get it. By the time we get those moves, though, it should be fair enough in the experience stuff that we'll have in the game that we'll have caught a couple more Pokemon. Trust partners, come on, battle me, please. I believe it's only in this deeper chamber that you can actually catch an Onix as well. I believe it's or like that you only can encounter an Onix in quite a while. What level will we get Sploosh up to? I'm not thinking the same as Infernape because that's just a bit much, but maybe 15. Let's see. Like you're in a secret, you snuck your Pokemon to work. It probably isn't hard if you've got a Geodude. Yeah, so because of type advantage wise, I don't think I have to severely worry about the trainers here at all. That's primarily why I did it. Save the experience, because it is like just, it'll be a bit higher level. It'll be a bit better than just fighting the level 6s and stuff that are about here. I believe there's one more. And then I think you can encounter people by breaking the rocks. I think you can do that. Not certain, but I think so. Can here because it is a very hot day. It's a very hot day, or maybe it's just a very hot room. My laptop hasn't been hotish. That might. I have to double check and make sure that it isn't just the fan that I have beside it. I haven't plugged it into my laptop in order to work. Would that be heating up my laptop? We're running a fan on it too. Might be. Who knows? Who knows indeed. Level 11. What middle moves do we want? We want to get, when we can, we want to get Water Pulse. Focus Energy looks kind of roughish. It isn't even slightly though. Oh god, Loki. We have Quick Attack, we're fine. Yeah. So because of this speed nature, we're actually probably like Weasel's fast, and Floatzel is going to be even faster. And in addition to this, all Floatzel and Weasels, they only have one ability, which is Swift Swim. Swift Swim, if it's raining, doubles your speed. Another thing that you get from if it's raining is water type attacks are doubled damage. So, my plan for Floatzel eventually is to just be a solid attacker, while also still being the person who holds Surf and Waterfall. Now, at the very end of the game, once we don't have any use for the HMs anymore, I'll go back, I'll delete them, and I will probably keep Surf, right? I'll keep Surf, because that's actually a good water-type move. However, on the flip side, I won't be keeping Waterfall. While it is decent, it's not as good as Surf, and I think I prefer Aqua Jet, right? And my plan, at least, for how to take down the second Elite Four member is just going to be use. I'm actually, just because I can, heal up Sploosh. But my plan for the second Elite Four member is going to be Floatzel, for the most part. We'll have Leafeon, help out Metachan as well. like I built my team to have coverage. Like I can make a team with decent coverage. I do think with the ones that I picked, part for wanting to be cool, part for wanting to be like pick unique ones. I think I did stumble upon it with some really nice coverage. The only thing I don't have a lot of coverage against in terms of typings on my team is ice. And I won't have ice for a good while, a considerable while, actually. I'm sorry, no, not against ice. I mean, I don't have ice damage on my team until I get Mammoth Swipe, which is later in the game. So I'd struggle against flying types for a bit, as I didn't want to pick up a rock type. They just feel frail to me, in general. And of course, there isn't a huge lot of great rock types in 24. Like, I was looking through them, and like, the most unique one that I saw, really, there was Sudowoodo, which, like, Sudowoodo, it's not one that I exactly want to do. That, or you do the fossils. The fossils are unique, and they're nice. The problem with them is, like, Remidos, while having fantastic attack, does run into the problem of being a bit of a glass cannon, and we're doing a Nuzlocke. Or rather, it is technically a Nuzlocke, but it's not the real. It's a TeamLocke, which, like, not ideal. Come on, Sploosh. Oof. Don't do too much damage, please. Please do bad for being done. Come on. Okay. Let's just heal. Let's just do a potion and heal Sploosh. I don't want to risk another confusion damage from this health. I'm allowing healing as well, like in battle. I know that some people in Nuzlocke don't allow the use of items in battle. I'm allowing it because it's my first proper run. Yeah, okay. Got it. And I wouldn't have even killed, so like... Oh no, we just about got it. Nice. And we get a stronger move than Water Gun, please. Nope, okay. That is fine. Check the chat. No, all good. But yes. But yeah, no, for down the road, Sploosh's plan to just be consistent. Like, and they're here because in terms of water types, like, it was Gyarados or Sploosh, kind of, and I feel like Gyarados is something. I mean, I'll check and see. One thing I do want to check and see is Hydro Pump. Given that all the Elite Four is single battles, if I'd assume that Weasel can get Hydro Pump. And if they can, that would be even better than having Surf. And I might actually get rid of Surf. Floatzel can get Hydro Pump, I mean. Yeah. Now that would be interesting. I want to try Eterna Forest. Probably not. Not at this point. Let's see what I can do. Actually doing a stream on Friday to get that done, to catch driftloon. What we're next in the story is we have to save Valley Windworks. But in doing so, there's a couple of fights, and beating Mars, who's one of the galactic bosses that is there first to beat. But after beating Mars, then the driftloon starts showing up, but they only show up on Fridays, and the problem with like streaming on Fridays is you have to be And I'll be busy, I think. I might be able to stream shortly. I will double check my settings on the emulator to see, am I able to set the date? If I am, then nice, but if I can just set the date to whatever the current date is, and then do a short stream on Friday to crack the driftloon and maybe get through Eternal Forest, that might be nice. We should probably head a bit closer to the... No, we can go a little bit longer. Getting that. What level? I mean, I suppose... No, we want to get through those battles. We want to do those fights. And there's that double battle that we can tackle. Which should be good. Yeah, the double battle that we skirted around there. Should be good to do that. The one issue I'm afraid of with that double battle, I think either they have a Pachirisu or there's a Cherrim there. Both are not going to be good for Weasel. They're going to be very not good. So I am definitely worried about that. Because all it takes is one stab, super effective move, and we could lose Weasel very early. And then we don't have a Surf user. We just don't. Oh well. In order for the run to continue going, what I will allow, I suppose, is because I'm just figuring out I am kind of figuring out the rules as I go for making it a Nuzlocke. If your HM slave dies, or a user of a particular HM dies, then, and you have no other Pokemon on your team that can learn that HM, then you can simply just carry around the Pokemon in your inventory to use it, but don't use the Pokemon in battle at all. Leave them at the back of your party just to use the HMs, and that seems fair enough to me, so long as you don't use them. It's a case of, yeah, sure, if it's only them left in your party, you've lost, because they're dead, so, yeah. And they won't be able to get experience anyways, so, because you're not using them, it'll eventually become an absolute dead weight. So it'll be effectively dead. Let's keep going here a bit more. How high a level do I want Sploosh to go up to? I might put Sploosh to, I think 15 solid to start going after Team Galactic again. And we'll keep Sploosh in the lead. Because then what we'll be able to do is try and get Scorch and Sploosh to the same level. 20. So balancing out that experience. One thing that would be nice, it would be nice, probably not realistic, but it would be nice if we could get, getting on. Do I try it? No, I don't. I can't. I just cannot. I can't risk putting myself in confusion. Oh well. You do feckle damage. I can. There we go. Quick attack should be enough damage from here. Yeah. Okay, we can try one more. But if I go into the yellow, I'm playing it safe. We're too early in the run to be losing any Pokemon on our team yet. There's Nox. Good stuff. And that's the last of Water Gun used up, so let's go back to the Pokemon Center. better spots to train? I don't know. Let's check the grass patch upwards. Because even though it's not super effective moves on it, we won't be running into the Zubats. And that alone is worth it. And I think you can catch Ponyta in this patch of grass up to the top here, which is still like gonna fall to because they're fire types. This will very readily fall. Now maybe it's only in the daytime that you can catch Ponyta, but I think it is mostly Machops. I don't know why. Oh, you know, I do know why it's all rock types there. Let's go see if this will do much. Yeah. Leer won't do anything. Because we outspeed him well. What is Bush's speed stat like? Because one thing, if you're not familiar with Pokemon, all Pokemon have two sets of hidden stats. Got a 30 speed there. Okay, we're not bad considering there's a 7 level down. But there's a set of hidden stats essentially for all Pokemon, and those are SVs and EVs. SVs are species values, I think. And those will determine when you catch the Pokemon or when you hatch the Pokemon from an egg. You can do breeding in order to max out the SVs on a Pokemon, but that takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of planning and stuff, and it takes being very particular with something, especially in the earlier games. In the later games, they do let you see bits and pieces of SVs in order to max them out. EVs are a bit easier. These are effort values. It essentially is depending on every Pokemon you beat. Every Pokemon has a certain value of like a stat point that they boost, and so a Zubat might boost speed, so that when you kill one Zubat, you get 1 extra speed EV, and that affects how much speed points you gain when you level up. And so, fun enough, we're still running into the Zubats, but I kind of just want to change the scenery as well. And so that's why for competitive stuff, you'll find like when people are trying to train up, get like really good Pokemon. They'll do a load of breeding to max out their SVs and all of their stats, the SVs will then affect base stats and like a bit of growth stuff. And then they'll train a while on just like killing certain Pokemon in order to max out certain stats. And like get particular amounts of EVs in certain amounts and spots. And so like you can, I think it's there's a total of 500 you can get, and like a total of 500 you can get, I think. No, I'm mistaking that for a different game. You can get like 500 and something, I think. But the max, oh no, there's a total of 500 you can get, and you can put 200 in any given stat. I think that's how it works, and you end up putting 100 split between like 2 others or something, I think. It's been a while since I've done the competitive Pokemon side in-game and stuff to have to worry about it. But it does have a noticeable effect. Like, when you're playing casually, like so, it doesn't seem like it at first, how much of an effect this can have. Gee! Critical hit, low kick. Ooh, I'm glad I was at full health. I'm just going to go to the Pokemon Center. We're going to get to 15 and then leave. I think we might have a Team Galactic double battle stuff, but geez, that low kick is like low levels and stuff. You know, we're not over leveling at the moment. There's still the risks of crits causing havoc. And luckily enough, the crits have seemed to be on our side for the most part. Crits have been helping us out, crits have been consistent. And just like sped us through the first gym basically, and a couple of the trainer battles, I think. The rival battle, the second one. And that, yeah. Yeah. Well, hope that in whatever state that you're watching this in, you're good. Here's your reminder to hydrate. Absolutely love this game of goods. As this is going, I'm just gonna grab my charger over to the side. And water bin again. So far we're early. We're early game. Moves are simple enough. We won't be getting into big strategy shenanigans, like, or at least be facing big strategy shenanigans. The trickiest thing I suppose that's next is going to be the Mars fight, which is only tricky because Perugly gets fake out. And we are just going to Mach Punch Perugly and hope that we do enough damage to take it out. Perugly is fully evolved though, fully evolved normal type, and has a fairly decent amount of tank to them. So kind of iffy-ish about that. Oh, I suppose we water gun. You have to be careful with Kricketot. We almost had an encounter that went badly with one of these before. Okay, good. We can kill it as long as we hit it. Yeah, okay, we can kill this. Kricketot, why are you like a tiny bomb? Why are you a tiny bomb? Here, like, I did not expect starting this off that Kricketot would be such a terror. But every time I've seen one, I have to be very, very careful not to let it blow up in my face. Speaking of blowing up, does any important trainer actually carry the move Explosion? I don't think important trainers do, but I know one route has a Graveler that has self-destruct. There's Ponyta. It must be really rare at night, but still possible. What's it? Wow, Ponyta's eyes are very black. I haven't paid that much attention to it before, because you can kind of see there's like a pixel of red there in it. Oh wow, that's just... I didn't remember that properly. Could I have picked up a Rapidash? Could I have gone with a different starter and picked up a Rapidash? I mean, yeah, I could have. I think maybe eventually I'll get around to doing this all over again. I might go a different starter and pick up a Rapidash instead. Because you can get them fairly early on, as we've just seen. With a bit of struggling. Yeah. Doesn't seem so bad. But why? I know in one of the set team runs I attempted to do, I'd used Azuba and I think I got it all the way to Crobat, but wow, the friendship does not rise quickly with them. Like, friendship is slow. It doesn't go quick. I only ended up getting it up as far as Crobat on the start of Victory Road. It was that much of like pain with friendship, and I had gotten it fairly early as well. I had gotten it like early on here. Focus Energy is a bit scary. Thank goodness you don't have any flying type moves, I think. Oh, I know you do. You've got Loki. But we've seen a crit Loki before. We're fine. 75. We're just a little bit off. Let's start walking back. And we'll probably encounter something in the grass that hopefully isn't a grass type. In order to fight and win. But yes, we need to head towards the meadows. Beat them that way. See you again. Nice. Just gonna use my secret speed up the game button that I've set there. It is not a cheat. Well, it's not like any sort of clicky cheat, I suppose. But it is just I'm removing I have a button that hotkey removes the frame limiter. So it limits to 60 frames per second to make it actually watchable. But I'm able to tap the button and temporarily remove it. And if I hold it down, it like removes it for longer. But yeah, we don't want to give it too much. I don't want to stay in on you, Badoo. I'm very wary. More than double your level though. Hold on, let me look. Is Pursuit or... Pursuit is 40 damage. Quick Attack is 40 damage as well, so we might as well just go for the raw damage there from it. No. Growth, okay, good. Good. You're done for now. We can't outspeed Quick Attack. Poison point. Well, there's a fine. We don't have the berry for poison. Swift. Yes, we're picking up Swift. We're actually going to get rid of Water Sport first, even though Swift is good. Swift always hits, so that's splendid. It's a bit better than Quick Attack as well, as far as I'm aware. Let me double check. I want to see your moves. Yeah, 60. So it's just going to be better than Quick Attack, and we're gonna go well. We're gonna do well. Yes, I hear you screaming at me, but we're gonna get to the Pokemon Center on the opposite side first. As you can see on the screen on the right, which is the bottom screen on the DS, it tracks what health the Pokemon are at. Every time that the screen on the left does that effect, that's more health going down. As you can see, from poison. I do like that effect. It actually makes poison feel way more dangerous. In the overworld. Now, poison won't kill your Pokemon unless it's in battle. That is a cool bit. And I think they were very right to do that. So technically, if you were too far from Pokemon Center, you could run about back and forth on the spot for a little while and be fine. But about that. Is honey actually useful in battle at all? Let's see. Enough arguing. Hand over that sweet honey. Do as we say. Team Galactic will have that honey. We must have it to extract Pokemon in great numbers. Hey, this kid is a witness. What do we do? We don't need the brat running off to get help. Solution simple. We'll ensure the brat stays quiet. Yep, another double battle. Thankfully, we now have 2 Pokemon. No, it isn't double battle. Oh no! It's Donkey. Regardless, Water Gun's gonna be the way to go. We're not that much stronger, but... Okay, don't get a crit and we're fine. I think we're fine anyways. I don't think you've got any big moves that can take us out in one go. Poison Gas, I don't think is strong enough. Even crits. I know, it's just... Okay, it poisons me. Fine. And Venoshock doesn't exist, so I think we're fine. You know, Venoshock very, very cool move. This is why I'm going to be stuck as a grunt. That's what it was. This is so lame. They're going to dock my pay. I'm up next. Battling right off my cohort. Weakened. Yeah, weakened you to give me the edge. Technically true. Poison is annoying here. I might only be able to stay in for one, so I'm hoping that you have something weak too. No, you don't. But it's a bit weaker, so I might be able to stay in for 2 turns. Unless you be incredibly annoying and confuse me. Because you don't have wing attack yet, I'm gonna go ahead and just water gun again. Even though this is, yeah, very, very risky. Okay, so I'm gonna just swap out now. Because that's way too much damage. And I don't want to risk sploosh dying. So thankfully we can. We're doing set style as well, so it is much better. Or like, legit if you want to say it that way. And now because we've Mach Punch, we should be able to just kill Zubat. Or we outspeed and just play it. Yeah. Outspeed Flame Wheel, and I think unless it's another Zubat that you have, Mach Punch will win this whole round. It is another Zubat you have. Hopefully Flame Wheel will win us the whole lot then. Scorch gets more experience because they're the only person to see that last one. Got a bunch of monies. Can I buy Chesto berries? Probably not around here. Yeah, tougher than we can put into words. You know, a lot of words. Oh, what's this thing? I seem to have forgotten it. It's a works key. Must have been for Value and Works. It's of no use to me. You may as well have it. Thank you. You should have saved me. The goons trying to rob me. See, honey, they're weird though. You know how they were dressed. What I said didn't make sense. Oh, thank you. Here's some sweet honey. I think that's 20 pots of honey there. Sweet smelling tree. It might attract Pokemon. Nice. Oh, it's Buizel again. It's fine. We're going to go to the Pokemon Center. So there's the tree. Honey on a tree. Check later to see if it's rustling. And I hope to see that happening. As far as the one here. Oh yeah. You thank Pokemon for that. I'll see if after I've beaten the Elite Four. Yeah. Poison faded away. That's good. So if I do this. Yeah. Get that image up. But what was I saying? Oh yes, I'll see once I've beaten the Elite Four and the Champion, and the challenge is over. I will see then about. I probably will just casually do some of the backup stuff, like the end game stuff. I don't think I'll count it as part of the Nuzlocke. If Pokemon die past that point, but I probably still will just use the team of 6 because it'll be attached to them at that point. I will do some of the legendary bits. I will see about catching Dialga and Palkia, and because we're on emulator, I'll see if I can find the codes to trigger a couple of the events. I know that we can trigger naturally a couple of legendaries to start roaming about. I know that we can do a couple of bits and things, and I may have to wise, like cheat in the what are they called? We have to cheat in the Reggies, the Reggie trio, just so that we can actually go up against Regigigas. Because that's a cool bit, and I want to actually show off that zone too, and all of the resort zone too, and we'll do the Battle Frontier things. I do want to see if I can get through all the Battle Frontier. That would be nice. Sorry, just answering a message there. So let's see what time is at now. You know, we might go for a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. I think because I have to pick up that anyways. Well, no, we want to save it to level up driftloon. I was going to say that after we beat the windworks, we go complete the route, but I think we're probably much better off saving all the trainers on this route and going through it for driftloon. And then once that route is done, we'll see who we want to lead the way in Eterna Forest. We probably only want to just stick with the one Pokemon in Eterna Forest and get all their experience up. And it probably won't be Scorch. That's why I'm hoping for driftloon. And so that might be why we delay it all there, to let driftloon get that experience, to be able to tackle it without fearing for our lives every single second. The main reason is because Eterna Forest has a lot of grass and bug types, and having one flying move on driftloon is all it will take to make that place simple enough. It's up from inside, but I use the works key and it's open. What? No way, you have the key? Locking the door is meaningless. I'm losing this after all. Gotta alert the commander. I do like this music. This is no fun and games. This is proper work, I tell you. I think there's 2 trainers here before Mars. Who are going to get to lead with Mars? We probably want to just lead with Scorch and not risk Sploosh. Sploosh being just a little bit weaker. I don't want to risk them. The Purugly is strong. Not immensely strong that I can one-shot Sploosh, I think. But I don't want to swap in and risk Scorch, but actually we're going to be just swapping in anyways. I do think that is a wise play, probably, to just stick with that there. Good attack and battle over. Brat messed up your job indeed. And they do give you routes to dodge trainers in this. And I think when I first played through, I probably did dodge a good couple. Dodged this one here probably by timing it, because he bounces from looking this way and looking that way. You can just go around this one. There's Mars there. I am just gonna, because we haven't been spending a lot of money at all, I'm gonna just use a potion, a Sploosh. Even though it's very not necessary. I'm gonna use a potion on Sploosh. Do another save state because we haven't done so in a while. Electricity from Valley Windworks, that's our mission. Why do they need so much power? Glameow is a lovely first stage design, and I get Purugly. I get why Purugly, but I feel like, I don't know, because you compare Skitty and Delcatty as well. I suppose, yeah, we have Delcatty as well for the sort of fancy cat. Purugly fits in another type of fancy cat that's not as that is more, stuck up, I suppose, would be a good way to put it. I was tempted to use Stump Tank as well for this run, a little bit, very slightly. I think I'll do it twice. Attack. Now we're level 16. 10 more levels and we evolve. Don't like kids who just happen to be tough trainers. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go back. Also, notably there's the person with the purple hair on the right hand side. They're not in Diamond and Platinum. I believe they're Chronos. It's very understandable if you thought in Diamond and Pearl and stuff that the elite members of Team Galactic were based off of planets. I mean, it's Team Galactic, and they kind of are based off of planets too. But it just so happens that, oh hey, like the planets that were picked also line up with is it Chronos? No, it's not Chronos. It's Chiron. Chiron, that's it. I think. I know it's been so long. He'll probably tell us his name very soon. Let's swap these around, because top left always goes first. But yeah, no. I think like Platinum made the addition of Chiron to be like, yes, they are celestial bodies, of course, with Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn being the three main elite members. But it's very much more mythological, I suppose, with the addition of Chiron, who's supposed to be the ferryman of the dead, and Cyrus, who I believe, while doesn't fit into a lot of the Greek myth stuff or Roman myth that lines up with stuff, there is usage of that name for like the anointing of Cyrus, who used to be this great king or something like that. Pokemon can't battle anymore. If you want to take away my Pokemon from messing this one up, just you wait. Our commander will smush you. Yeah, I doubt it. I already looked up the team that Mars has. I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait, that's one of 4 commanders. My name is Mars. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than this one, but people have shown little understanding about what we do. You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we, Team Galactic, will leave. I'm hoping. Okay, good. I was wondering, like, I didn't check recently the levels that are here. It should be fine. Just one shot with a flame wheel. Thanks, Quick Claw. Yes. Good stuff. One shot. That. Level up. One and Perugly. This is the evolution of Glameow, and as a tanky Pokemon. Also, level 17 is a bit, but thankfully it won't have anything. Oh, well, Fake Out. Okay, Fake Out's a special move that if you use it first, it can only be used on the first turn of battle, and it just stops the opponent and does a bit of damage. Stops them from using their move though. Okay, we should be okay. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, let's see how much they heal. Okay, we should maybe? That's okay, we're fine. What do you think you're doing to my Pokemon? I'm using Mach Punch again. Lovely. 666 experience points. Oh, that boost of experience points is very nice. This can't be I lost. You'll pay for this, I think was what was said. Who knows? Oops, I messed that one up. That's alright though, I quite enjoyed our battle. A Charon, okay. My, lose to a child, will you? But no matter, we've collected plenty of electricity. With the power we obtained, we can do something quite spectacular. It seems quite obvious to me, Charon, the genius, even bigger than Boss recognizes. Now, Mars, we should be going. Will you shut it? Boss, the only person in the world who's allowed to order me around. You can keep quiet around me. You only joined us recently. Don't think you're important. I guess it's time to say goodbye and leave for the time being. Team Galactic. They were saying that they had to gather Pokemon energy no matter what. It was for creating a new universe, or so they claimed. Nothing made any sense. I can't tell you how grateful I am for saying I can finally see my little daughter again. Papa! Look, Papa, you're stinky. Go shower now, Stinky. Oh, sorry, they have me working non-stop. Thank you, trainer. You made the bad people go away. I think the balloon Pokemon will come visiting again. You have to do this in order to get... Yeah, the balloon Pokemon appears in front of Valley Windworks. It's a certain day of the week, but I'm not sure which day. It's Friday. Could its appearance have something to do with the windworks using wind-generated energy? So, yeah, Driftloon, the balloon Pokemon, only shows up on Fridays. Oh. Ah, yes. It's you, yes. I have heard that Team Galactic appeared at this power plant. I have therefore come running to the Team Galactic. Where are they? You've run them off, you say? You're a trainer, but... Very well, I shall go investigate inside. Magnificent. Yes, it is. What you have said, it's all true. Superb. Though you are young, you are a trainer through and through. Very well, I pursue the carpets. I've received tips that the Team Galactic hideout is in Eterna City. To there I must be off. It's very cool that this game has 2 hideouts for Team Galactic. It's very, very cool. Was that like an artifacting thing that showed up there? I don't know, like it was this square around here that it looked like something was off with the pixels, but that's fine. Now this road is cleared off. And it's only in the patch of grass here at Valley Windworks that they show up. Also, the river here goes around the side. It's hard to check. We will probably head back through a couple of areas as soon as we get access to surf. I just want to do so to explore. Yeah, you can see the river goes down that way, and it goes up a bit this way as well. For the most part, doing a bit of exploring won't do us any harm. I don't have memorized where all the cool spots are and stuff, but it'll be helpful. It'll be helpful either way. Yeah. Let's see, because I'm pretty sure that, let me just double check the stream. Okay, yeah, we're still going. I'm pretty sure with the way the daytime stuff is set up, it won't register as, time. It doesn't register what time it is there. It does register that it is June 6th, but how does it tell what day it is? I don't know. Let's do a couple of battles very quickly. Get through. We'll just walk about a bit. I don't know if there's any particular thing that's like that notifies if they show up. You can get Shellos here. Okay, you see, I'd been considering Shellos for a while for using as part of this. No, Shellos, we can't use fire moves on Shellos here. Also, we can't use water moves on Shellos because it could have water absorb. I was considering Shellos as one of the people who could use Surf instead of Weasel, but I think I resigned myself to no, Weasel's a bit cooler and a bit more offensive. Shadow's tankiness could be like a stand-in for Mamoswine-ish, and also having access to Earthquake there is nice and could save me a slot, but like there wasn't any particular. I think my levels saved me here, having a lot of levels and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna, we did 2 encounters. I know that's not a whole lot, but because Shellos are showing up, I'm gonna go heal, gonna return to right outside, no, right underneath the berries, gonna do a proper in-game save, and I am gonna do a save state just to be absolutely certain. So yeah, thank you for watching along, if you've been watching in the VODs. Absolutely pop up a comment and stuff about how you've been finding watching it and things. I'm open to all criticism and stuff. And yeah, let's save. Overwrite the save file. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day.